All right, I feel like I gotta start this video off by saying that I do not know that much about AI. Whoa, I know, right? Seems like nowadays every single person is an AI expert. Well, you know what? That is not me. I'm not an AI guru. I'm not like a AI wizard, AI magic man, voodoo magician. I'm not an AI expert. Okay, I'm not here to tell you that AI is gonna end the world. Like it's gonna like take away all of our jobs and it's gonna take control of the government and like launch all the nukes and destroy the world. I'm not here to tell you that. Nor am I not here to tell you. I just tell you, but to convince you that AI is gonna be our savior. Like I'm not here to do that. Okay. So with that out of the way, the last couple of months has been really, really insane for AI. A lot of cool stuff has happened, like ChatGPT. You don't know what that is? You're probably like Patrick Star. You know who that is. You know who that is. Why? Because you are Patrick Star. You live under a rock if you don't know what ChatGPT is. I'm not gonna really get into it. Like, you can make a whole video on any of these topics, really. And a lot of wonderful people have made some good videos about ChatGPT and all these different AI tools. So go check them out. There's been a lot of cool stuff like AI art. So do AI art, like that was the first thing where it's like, whoa, like it's actually getting crazy. The longest time people thought that like the creative stuff only humans could do. There's no way a robot can do that. That's what people do. Okay, that's what the creatives do. But now it looks like AI could really do anything that humans can do, which is super cool. All the way from like super realistic art paintings and stuff that the AI is making to like the best NSFW stuff. You've seen it, I've seen it, we've all seen it. Okay, let's not play games here. Okay, here on this channel we try to be honest. Okay, there's been a lot of other cool things as well, like AI music. Here, listen to this song. Whoa, did you like it? Well, that's a AI song called "Heart on My Sleeve" by an AI Drake. I know, it's not real. That's not a real Drake song. It's an AI Drake song. But stuff like that, it's like it just blew my mind. I saw that on TikTok. I was on the toilet in the morning, swiping through TikTok, and I came across that video, and I was like listening to it, and I was like, bro, this is like this is so fucking cool because like in the future, like maybe in a couple of months, couple of days, couple of years, we're gonna have options where okay, take a step back. The music industry, you're gonna have to somehow cope. You're gonna have to somehow like figure, justify whatever. This AI music stuff is happening. The AI art stuff is happening, right? So I don't know how you're gonna be able to protect your artists. You're gonna have to figure out some rev split between like the AI stuff and the real artist stuff, and you're gonna have to figure that out. I don't know. Other people will figure it out. But I think eventually we're gonna get to a point where if you're listening to an artist and you're like, you know what? Like for example, I listen to all different types of music. I listen to music from like rap stuff to like rock stuff to songs in different languages that I don't even understand. I listen to all different types of music, and a lot of the time I listen to an artist and I go, whoa, you know what'd be really awesome if the artist had like other songs. Like if they just had like 10 more songs, like that would make my day. But they don't, because artists take their time. Some artists make songs like every other day, and other ones take like 6 years. Whatever, right? They do their own thing. They're artists for a reason, okay? But AI could really help with that. If I'm listening to Billie Eilish and I'm like, I really like Billie Eilish songs, and I'm like, you know what would be cool if like I could get like 100 more Billie Eilish songs that sound just like her, that have like different lyrics and different beats or whatever, right? But sound just like her. I think that would be really cool. I feel like that's where things are kind of going. Now look, even with all this innovation happening every single day, like it really feels like a paper's coming out like every other day. Like here's some crazy stuff that's happening with AI, and here's this problem we've solved, and this is how it's going to be applied to the real world and stuff. A lot of cool stuff is happening, but through all that stuff, through all that digging, thank you TikTok, I ended up coming across another AI video. This video was super cool. Here, check it out.
Only and I used to tell campfire stories during our hunting trips. We would share tales of great Nordic heroes and legendary creatures such as trolls and draugr.
An interview, you say? As long as it doesn't interfere with my studies, I...
Okay, so without getting super technical, right? Basically, the video is about a game called Skyrim. In a bunch of video games, there are things called NPCs, non-playable characters. I think that's what it's called. And these characters, they're not real people. They like run around and they do whatever the game masters program them to do, right? But basically, with ChatGPT and the other AI tools, the NPCs are now starting to become more lifelike. They're able to like hold conversations. It's really rudimentary right now, like super basic shit. But from watching that video, it's not that crazy. But it should spark or like bring a little fire in your soul. In a couple of years, like all games are gonna have AI NPCs. They're gonna have characters that it feels like you're actually talking to a real person. It's not there right now, but it's getting there. Just like how we thought AI art wouldn't get there, just like how we thought AI music wouldn't get there, it's getting there slowly, but it's getting there. Now, now, the first thing that I thought of when I watched that video, you probably have your own thoughts. You're probably like, whoa, yeah, like it's so cool. And you're probably like, one day I'm gonna be playing like a cool GTA game and it's gonna have like cool AI NPCs and I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be so fun. No, the first thing that I thought about when I finished watching that video was, bro, that's crazy. AI NPCs, are we able to torture them? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's where my mind went to. You might be asking, well, why did that happen? Well, let me tell you a little personal story. Okay, let's pretend we're like at a campfire and we're like sitting around it, and it's like the hot fire, and we have like marshmallows and like chocolate and stuff, and I'm over here drinking my Bang energy drink with my marshmallows and my chocolate chip cookies. I actually do that. Not with the marshmallows, just the Bang energy and the chocolate chip cookies. Basically, you see, I grew up like with a very troubled childhood. In elementary school, it really felt like I was drowning every single day. It was really hard to exist, basically. Like every waking moment, I was suffering, and that lasted really until our teachers gave us access to the computer lab. There, I explored a lot of different types of vices. There were people, man. Well, oh, wow, what grade was this? This might have been like second, third, fourth, fifth grade. Kids doing hard drugs, heroin, different narcotics, cocaine. Not really, nothing like that. But I explored those different vices, and the thing that got me hooked, the thing I stayed addicted to, was were video games. Playing video games. That's right. I would play cool math games every single day. Really, I would play all the different Flash games. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And this led me down a very dark path of addiction. I would basically play for hours and hours at school, and then when I would finally come home, right, kind of like a alcoholic father that would like beat his children on time every single day, just letting out his anger. At the same time, every single day, I would get picked up, come home, and I would run straight to my computer, and I would start playing a game called League of Legends all day, all night. Now, holy fuck, I'm in like PTSD flashbacks and stuff. Like, I feel like I'm like in Nam or something. This cycle of abuse that I was doing to myself damaged all aspects of my life, from my grades to my relationships with my friends and family. In the end, everything came crashing down. And all that was left was basically a shell of a once great man. Great kid. And now all that is left is a man who wants others to suffer the way that he did. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't born this way. League of Legends made me this way. This is why my mind went to kind of like playing with the NPCs, the AI NPCs. Some would say it's not really playing, it's more like torturing the NPCs. But personally, I'd like to think of it as extreme waterboarding with words. As I'm saying this, I'm just like, bro, this is the most retarded shit. I don't know what the fuck was going on when I was writing this. Look, I don't know if anybody else is talking about this. Did you pick up on what I've been talking about this whole time? You're probably like, oh my god, he was talking about like torturing NPCs and stuff. Blah, 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 blah. No. Look, I'll bring it back to reality for a second, okay? We're basically creating conscious beings, or at least beings that can like mimic consciousness, right? And that's like super, super, super scary stuff. Like, imagine you're walking down the street and you see some dude with a baseball bat run up to a pregnant woman and beat the shit out of her in front of her child. It would be one thing if you saw that. If that happened in real life, you would run and you would try to stop that person. You know what I'm saying? Or you'd stand there, pull out your phone, and you start recording and laughing. Some people, everybody's a little different. But if you saw it happening in real life, your reaction would be completely different than if some kid was doing that in in a video game. That being said, what if the medium changed? What if instead of like you playing a video game on your computer, right? On your and seeing it through your monitor. Instead, what if like you were playing these games on like a virtual reality headset where everything was super realistic, where you couldn't distinguish real life from the virtual world? Well, that's basically already kind of happening. If you haven't been up to date with like gaming stuff and crazy cool things that are happening, um, there was a game called Unrecord that I think already came out or is going to be coming out. Anyways, it was made on the Unreal Engine 5, and that looked like real life. Like here, look, take a look at this. Look, I don't care what you say. That looks like real life. Like if you saw that on the front page of the news or something, like if you saw that on the news, you'd be like, that's real life. Now, imagine if we took those super realistic gameplay graphics and we applied that to virtual reality, right? Imagine you're wearing a VR headset and it's not really there right now, but maybe in a couple of generations, like maybe a couple more headsets, it'll get to the point where the hardware is good enough to allow us to experience these things. What if you couldn't differentiate between real players and NPCs? Then it'd start getting a little weird. If like some little Timmy Bobby boy was running around in game in a realistic VR game with his baseball bat and killing people. Like that would be a little alarming. It'd be like, bro, I understand it's a video game, but if you were like a little tipsy, like you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between that and real life. So that'd be a little weird, a little cause for concern. Like I think we're almost there. You get good enough displays, you get good enough headsets, good enough AIs, good enough voice acting, and we're really gonna start seeing people do things that they do in virtual reality in real life. And then when that happens with the virtual reality, with the realistic graphics, when it starts going into the news, like it's not gonna be like a red herring, like all the other previous times. It's gonna be real with like a direct causal link between terrible stuff happening in real life and like video games. Well, that's all I got for today's video. I hope I brought some awareness to this potentially massive problem for like AI technology, gaming, and stuff. And I hope people much smarter than me know what they are doing. I hope they're thinking about these problems, and if they're not, I hope that at least you, the viewer, are becoming more aware. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and maybe I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.